seasonal pastries, pizza, pasta sauce. We could keep going, but you get the idea. Products as fresh and inviting as a warm apple pie. Prices as comfortable as your favorite sweater. That's the Lidl way. Oh, I do love going there. I always talk about this one frozen pizza they have. I'm telling you, it is the best frozen pizza I've ever tried in my life. It is fantastic. Oh my word. Oh, it's so good. But look at the good things. I actually really like this jacket. Autumn fashion. Now I go to Lidl periodically. I have not seen this in the store. Maybe it's coming. Oh, look on page, let's see, 31. Graveyard pudding cups. You can also make witch finger cookies, Halloween candy bark. They have all of these recipes here. I like this. This is a recipe for stuffed acorn squash. Arguably the greatest season. Sure, summer memories may live rent-free in your head, but there's a new season needing your attention. We're not here to squash your dreams. Oh, it's bad. We want you to dream about squash and apples and pears, pumpkins, carrots, and cauliflower. Seriously, you name it and Mother Nature's made it. But yet, better yet, get those thoughts of fresh fall produce out of your head and into your cart. With help from fresh specialists, the folks who inspect produce hourly, our unbelievably low-priced autumn harvest is ripe for your picking. So, forget those other seasons. They'll be back, we promise, and focus on the fresh, affordable produce you'll find during the greatest time of year, fall at Lidl. Best of the harvest. Not our harvest. And actually, that looks really yummy. This is stuffed acorn squash. Dining outside may be all the rage this year, but people of the Jewish faith have been doing it for centuries. Sukkot is a Jewish holiday celebrating autumn's fresh harvest. To observe the holiday, many Jews construct their own sukkah, a temporary outdoor hut meant for enjoying meals and gathering together with loved ones in for 7 to 8 days. It's a time of joy and appreciation and seasonal produce galore. I never knew about that. There's just some beautiful items here. Okay, stuffed acorn squash. You will need, for this recipe, 2 acorn squashes, 3 tablespoons of olive oil divided, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 box of couscous, 4 cups of kale destemmed, 1 large shallot sliced, 2 cloves of garlic minced, half a cup of dried cranberries, 1 teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a quarter of a cup of goat cheese crumbled, and half a cup of honey salted cashews roughly chopped. And here we have the directions. Step number 1. Heat oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Cut acorn squash in half crosswise and scoop out seeds. Cut a thin slice off each bottom to allow the squash to sit flat. Place on a rimmed baking sheet. Number 2. Drizzle the squash with 1 tablespoon of olive oil and maple syrup. Season with salt. Number 3. Bake for 40 minutes or until squash is fork tender. Number 4. Meanwhile, prepare the filling. Following the package directions, make 2 servings of couscous. Number 5. In a large frying pan, heat 2 tablespoons of never seen this before. The Way to Go chocolate bar. It's a Lidl thing. Break a bar, break the spell. Have you recently found yourself in a chocolate dry spell? Don't worry. When you break open one of our super fair trade Way to Go bars, you're not only freeing yourself from the lack of chocolate in your life, but assisting in the effort to improve the lives of Connie and cocoa farmers so they receive a fair deal for their crops. Made with 100% traceable, fair trade, sourced cocoa, each Way to Go bar is the first of its kind to pave the way toward a more sustainable future for everyone. Well, Way to Go, Lidl. That's a good name. I haven't tried that. But you can use the Way to Go candy bars, chocolate bars, to make Halloween candy bark. That's very cute. I like that recipe. Oh, look at that. Wow, it's a multi-layered dessert. This is a candy corn trifle. What? Trick out your treats. Oh, it's little candy fingers. Which finger cookies? Oh, creepy. There's no official Halloween handbook that says you have to pick between drinks or treats. Even if there were, we're rule breakers. That's why this year our motto is trick and treat. Bake these spooky treats and let the questions roll in. Is that a witch's finger or a cookie? What's inside this trifle? Does that cupcake have eyeballs? What do you do for candy corn trifle? Well, to make it, you're going to need 1 8-ounce container of mascarpone. I don't know what that is, and I know I just said it wrong, and I don't care. 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. I first read it and it made me think of like you mash together mascara and Al Capone. It's late, I'm tired. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. 2 bags of candy corn. 1 Lidl preferred selection vanilla pound cake. Oh, that's the pieces of cake in there. And that's it. And then for the instructions, this is very easy. Using a mixer, whip mascarpone, whipping cream, vanilla, and powdered sugar together until soft peaks form. And then number 2, in a trifle bowl, layer pieces of pound cake, whipped mascarpone mixture, and candy corn. Can be served immediately or covered and stored 3 to 4 days. I don't know, honestly. I think I'd rather have that stuff separately. I'm not a big fan of this kind of thing typically, but I am interested in the witch finger cookies. They're very cute. The witch needs a manicure. Okay, what do we need to make witch finger cookies? Well, we need 1 cup of almond flour, 3 tablespoons of butter unsalted, 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, 1/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons prices are really good.